It's 6:40 on a Tuesday evening, and you are in the checkout line at the supermarket. Your child is on the floor. The back is arched, the heels are drumming the tile, and one small fist is locked around a $4 bag of sweets they grabbed off the shelf at exactly their eye height. The line of strangers behind you has gone quiet. Everyone is looking somewhere else on purpose. Your face is hot, and you hand over the $4 just to make it stop, the way you have a dozen times before. You have tried everything to get your child to listen, and nothing holds for more than a day. Maybe you have done what most of us were told to do. Be firmer, count to 3, set a consequence, take away the tablet, and for about 10 minutes, it works. It gives you something to do with your hands and your voice, so it feels like you are teaching. You are not. The moment passes, and you are right back where you started, in another line, in another standoff. There is a whole industry happy to sell you the next fix. The sticker apps, the behavior charts, the weekend courses running $200, and the best-selling books promising a calm, obedient child by Sunday night. They all sell you control. None of them teach your child a single thing that lasts. There is a quieter way. It is used in ordinary homes and preschools across Japan, and it raises children who cooperate without being yelled at or bribed. I have spent decades around small children, here in Kyoto and beyond. I raised my own, and the woman who taught me most never raised her voice once. Now, the title says obedient. I am going to be straight with you. What this really builds is something better than obedience, because a child who only obeys is a child who quits the second you stop watching. So here are 5 things you can start this week, most of them in a single conversation. The goal was never to make your child obey you. It is to raise a child who does the right thing when you are not in the room. Let me tell you something quick before we get to the 5 practices, because it changes everything that follows. Obedience has a hidden cost. When you train a child only to do as they are told, you get a child who behaves when you are watching and falls apart when you are not. The research backs this up. Harsh, controlling discipline does not lower defiance over the long run. It raises it. The child learns to dodge the punishment, not to do the right thing. And there is a reason for this that has nothing to do with whether your child is good or bad. The part of the brain that handles patience, planning, and stopping an impulse is the last part to grow. It is years from finished in a small child. Asking a 3-year-old for steady self-control is like asking them to read before they know their letters. So our goal is not to force a calm that their brain cannot make yet. Our goal is to build it, one practice at a time. Here is the first. Describe what you see instead of barking an order. When your child is running through the house, the instinct is to shout, "Stop running." Try this instead. Lower your voice and name it plainly. We walk inside. It sounds too small to matter. It is not. A shouted command lands on a child like a threat, and a threatened brain shuts the thinking part off. A calm description keeps that part switched on. You are not just correcting, you are leaving them able to hear you. Your shoes are by the door. The cup is close to the edge. You state the thing. They fill in the rest. And a child who works out the answer themselves remembers it far longer than one who is simply told. Second, let them do the hard thing. In Japan, very young children do real work. They carry their own bags to school. They run small errands alone. In the classroom, they sweep the floors and wipe the tables themselves, every single day. We call that part of school osoji. Now, here is what most parents get backward. We think we protect our children by doing everything for them. We are doing the opposite. A child handed a real job, one that genuinely matters, builds something money cannot buy. Competence, pride, the quiet confidence of being trusted, and most defiance, when you look closely, is a child starving for exactly that. They fight you for control because they have been given none. So give them some. One real task a day, not a pretend chore with a sticker at the end. A job the family actually needs done. Watch how much less they push against you when they finally have somewhere to put all that wanting to matter. Third, and this is the one parents skip in the heat of the moment, calm the child before you correct the child. You cannot teach a flooded child. It is not possible. When your child is mid-meltdown, the lesson you are trying to deliver is landing on a brain that physically cannot take it in. So you do the hard thing first. You get down low to their level. You make your voice quieter, not louder. You name what they feel out loud. You really wanted that. Then you wait. You become the calm they cannot find on their own yet. Think of yourself as the off switch they have not grown. You lend them yours. And only after the storm passes, when the body has settled and the eyes come back to you, do you teach the thing you wanted to teach. The order matters more than almost anything else I can tell you. Calm first, lesson second. Reverse it, and you have wasted your breath. Fourth, be consistent, not severe. This is where so many of us go wrong, and I understand why. When a child pushes a limit, we want the punishment to be big enough to make a point. But size is not what teaches. Predictability is. A child cooperates with a rule when the same thing happens every single time they cross it. One calm, reliable boundary that never moves will shape behavior far better than 10 dramatic punishments that depend on your mood that day. Think about what an unpredictable rule actually teaches. It teaches your child to gamble. Maybe this time you are tired and let it slide. Maybe this time you explode, so they roll the dice. But a boundary that holds, gently and every time, gives a child something solid to lean on. They stop testing because they already know the answer. You do not need to be the loudest parent in the room. You need to be the one whose word means the same thing tomorrow as it did today. You are going to lose your temper. I have done it. Every parent who has ever lived has done it. The 5 practices do not make you a machine that never cracks. What matters is what you do after you crack. Go back to your child and say it plainly. I got angry and I raised my voice. That was not fair to you. I am sorry. That is it. That small act does more quiet work than anything else on this list. Because your child is always watching how a grown-up handles being wrong. And when they see you own it, repair it, and try again, they learn the single most important thing of all. That doing right matters more than looking right. You are not weakening your authority by apologizing. You are showing them exactly how a person takes responsibility, which is the very thing you have been trying to teach them this whole time. So look at what these 5 actually do when you put them together. Describe instead of command, and the child can hear you. Give them real work, and the fighting eases. Calm before you correct, and the lesson lands. Stay consistent, and they stop testing. Repair out loud, and they learn to do the same. None of this is about making a child who jumps when you say jump. It is about growing a person from the inside, slowly, who carries the right thing around with them, even into the rooms you are not standing in. So pick one, just one. Tonight, at the next small standoff, try it and see what shifts. Maybe you get low and name the feeling before you correct. Maybe you hand them one real job tomorrow morning. You do not need all 5 at once. You need one done the same way enough times that your child starts to trust it. That trust is the whole thing. It is what turns a child who obeys into a child who understands. If you want more of this, the kind of parenting that builds the child instead of just controlling the moment, subscribe. Tell me in the comments which of the 5 you are trying first.